Puss in Boots.
There was once a miller who had 3 sons. When he died, he left the mill to his eldest son. He left a donkey to his middle son. The youngest son was given the miller's cat. "What am I to do with a cat?" he said. But Puss replied, "Give me some boots and a bag and you shall see." So the youngest son gave Puss some boots and a bag. Puss put carrots in the bag. Then he hid in some tall grass. Soon a rabbit came along and, tempted by the carrots, hopped into the bag. Off Puss ran to the palace. He offered the rabbit to the king, saying it was a gift from the Marquis of Carabas. The king was delighted. He thought the Marquis must be very grand to have a cat who wore such fine footwear. The next day, Puss said to the miller's son, "Come to the river and help me fish." Help! Puss knew the king would soon drive by in his carriage. "Get into the water," he told his master. The miller's son did as he was told. Then Puss hid his master's clothes. "Stop!" cried Puss, and he ran in front of the carriage. "My master, the Marquis of Carabas, has been robbed. Thieves stole his clothes as he swam in the river." The king ordered clothes to be brought for the miller's son. Then the king invited the miller's son to ride in his carriage with him and his daughter. Puss ran off ahead. Next, Puss met some workers gathering hay in the fields. "When the king drives by, he will ask who owns this land," said Puss. "Say it belongs to the Marquis of Carabas." Sure enough, the workers did as Puss had asked. The king was most impressed. Bang! Bang! Puss ran on ahead again. He came to a big castle where he knew an ogre lived. Puss knocked loudly at the gate and a servant let him in. Puss was taken to meet the ogre, and he bowed down low. "What do you want?" The ogre growled. "Grr." Puss was scared, but he said, "I've heard you can do amazing magic, Mr. Ogre, and turn yourself into any animal. Can you turn into a lion?" The ogre immediately became a fierce lion. Roar! "It must be easy to turn into a big animal," said Puss. "But could you turn into a mouse?" The ogre did just that. At once Puss pounced. And that was end of the ogre. Squeak! Then Puss heard the carriage approaching. He told the castle servants to prepare a feast. Then Puss rushed outside to meet his master and the king. "Hello." The king stepped out of the carriage, amazed. "Welcome to the castle of the Marquis of Carabas," said Puss, bowing low. They went into the castle, where they all sat down to a most delicious feast. The miller's son and the princess were getting on well. They talked and laughed together a lot. The miller's son made the castle his home, and was a good and kind master to the servants. And just 1 year later, he married the princess. Congratulations! Puss was very pleased at the way his plan had worked out.
For more videos, please subscribe our channel.